Yo, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Adio.
And we are KAMMA about to talk about our final predictions, thoughts, and face-offs for the main card for UFC 312. Of course, it's Ricky Duplessis versus Sean Strickland. And let's start it off again here with the first fight of the main card. This is in the correct order. So we got Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. Who you got here, Andy O?
Yeah, here I got to stick with my boy Jake Matthews. I think his veteran savvy is going to win him this fight. I don't think Prado has enough variety to be able to win this fight, and I think he's pretty hittable. But he has power, of course, and he throws mostly power punches. So I think Jake Matthews should really try to take this guy down, and I think he'll do his best work from there. So give me sub or decision for Matthews.
All right.
Because he's well-rounded, Matthews, but I feel he has the best shot on the ground in this fight. Not that he can't win a fight on the feet here, but yeah, let's go with sub. I think he finds that sub on Prado.
All right, man. So I'm sticking with Jake Matthews as well, man. Prado, Francisco Prado is moving up in weight in this one. So, he's a lightweight moving up to welterweight.
He looks like he kind of belongs, though. He's pretty big.
Yeah, he does. He does. But he's very young, man, 22 years old. Man, now he's in phenomenal shape, Francisco Prado. You can see him here on the right here. He's bigger than Jake Matthews. As far as muscularity, he's got more muscles and he's a little bit bigger and he's ripped too. He's got a crazy six-pack. He's in phenomenal shape, Francisco Prado. Like his muscles have muscles. He's really, really, really in fantastic shape. But you can see Jake Matthews is the bigger guy as overall. Like he's taller and he's a little bit bigger and he's a little bit. He's also in good shape as well. Jake Matthews, just not as cut and as muscular as Francisco Prado, but Jake Matthews as well is still tough. He's still, the bigger guy. That's going to be the bigger guy in the cage, especially come fight night. So I like Jake Matthews to win. Francisco Prado's never been finished, so I got Jake Matthews winning by decision. I think that he's going to win by the grappling advantage. He's going to take down Francisco Prado, get him to the ground, and that's where he's going to win because Francisco Prado does not have a really good ground game. We saw that when he fought guys like Jamie Malarkey, also Daniel Zellhuber. These are guys that were able to take him down and win with some grappling. And I think that's what's going to be the same thing with Matthews. I think he's going to take down Francisco Prado and do some ground and pound, do some damage on the ground. On the feet, he's got to watch out for Francisco Prado's power. He's got to make sure he doesn't get clipped by a powerful shot because Francisco Prado does have the strength and the power to knock out anybody. At a young age like that, he's got power. So if he catches Jake Matthews with something, he could put the lights out for Jake Matthews. But I think Jake Matthews, the veteran savvy here, I think he's going to be able to avoid getting cracked, and I think that he'll be able to get the job done here by outstriking Prado. I think Prado gasses later on too with all those muscles and stuff. He gets tired in the later rounds. I think Jake Matthews has got a very good gas tank. He's in his hometown here in Australia. So if it goes to the decision, I'm for sure like Jake Matthews winning this one by decision. All right, so no changes there. We're in agreement with the fight here. First fight of the main card. Let's move on up to the next one. We got Jimmy Crute against Rodolfo Bellato. This one here, I'm sticking with Rodolfo Bellato. However, I do have to say Jimmy Crute looks really big, man. He looks pretty big coming out of the face-offs there, man. I was impressed by his size, man. He looks pretty big, and he's in great shape. Rodolfo Bellato, of course, you can see he's the taller guy. He's the bigger guy, larger. He's also in phenomenal shape, too. He's very big. He's very muscular, very strong.
Big for the weight class, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he does hit hard, too. He's got some power punches, Bellato. And like I said, We've seen Jimmy Crute, get knocked out by Jamahal Hill, get knocked out by Anthony Smith with the doctor stoppage there, the leg injury that happened. He got submitted by Alonzo Menifield in that draw that they had against Menifield. Menifield was smashing him with some hard punches and landing some really really powerful punches on him, man. So he's taking a lot of damage, Jimmy Crute, over his career, man. Even though he's still 28 years old, but he's just taking a lot of damage, man. I like Rodolfo's 3.5 inch reach advantage. And I just like the tear that he's been on lately, just knocking out people, winning knockouts and winning decisions, and looking good against Ihor Peteria in that last fight. So I'm going to go Rodolfo Bellato to get the win here. And I have him winning by KO or submission. I think he finishes Jimmy Crute.
Yeah, Jimmy Crute, man, the question, is he washed? Is he chinny? I'm thinking it may be both, even for a guy at 27. The thing with him, purely striking, I don't know, man. The way he was fighting Peteria there, it's possible that Jimmy Crute is a better striker than him technically. Because I don't think Bellato's very good defensively, but I think he does have that power. And I think he catches Crute with it. I think one of the things also with Crute, man, is his sloppy footwork. That's one of those things. I notice this all the time. And I highly doubt it's gotten better now, but we'll see. Give me, I can't put any chalk on Jimmy Crute, so give me Bellato by knockout.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Crute said he was supposed to retire. Then he didn't retire.
He had his gloves off in the ring or something. Or
yeah, I thought he was supposed to retire, but then he said he found God and he's trying to make a change in his life and come back. So his head's all over the place. We don't know I don't know what he's thinking, but anyways, he's coming back now, and we'll see what happens. But I think that Rodolfo gets Bellato gets the job done here.
If he's found something, he's got to find himself a win here for me to consider him again. Let's put it that way.
I agree. All right, so we're in agreement with the second fight of the main card. Let's move on up to the next fight here, which is the 1-900 gambler fight here of Tafa, Justin Tafa, sorry, against
Jimmy Justin Jr. Yeah. All right, so
Tafa against Talison Teixeira.
I'm going to be going with this big, tall galoot here, Talison Teixeira. I've watched more of his fights, and the only worry I have with this guy against Tafa is if he comes in there too aggressive, man. Because Tafa fights one way, moving forward the way he does, not the quickest, but it is one way, and his shots have power. The thing is, Teixeira has power too. I like his footwork better. I like his speed. The way, though, that he was beating these bums, it just makes me worry that he's going to get overconfident at some point with Tafa. But on the flip side, you fight bums the way you fight them. You're supposed to do what he did to bums. So he's just got to be careful. And when I said fight afraid, I didn't really mean fight like scared and run away. I meant like kind of more evasive. And man, use that reach and try some hooks. I don't know. I can't pick a Tafa here, so I'm going with Teixeira by knockout or decision.
All right, so when I saw the face-offs, man, I was looking at this giant, man. Oh my God. Talison Teixeira is fucking huge. Look at the size of him here in this photo. You can see he's just towering over Justin Tafa, looking down at him. He is also in great shape. He's pretty muscular. He's pretty big. He's got no flab on his stomach or anything like that. He's got a flat stomach. He's in decent shape. Tafa's still got that bit of a belly there. He's he's a little bit chunky. He's not in horrible shape, but he's a little bit chunky.
I think he's the way he is, and I think that's the best for him, kind of thing.
And yeah, man. Teixeira, this guy's only 25 years old. Man, 6'7". The reach advantage though was insane though, man. Like we talked about there, it's a 9-inch reach advantage, man. 7-inch height advantage. Now, originally I had Justin Tafa with very little confidence. I had Justin Tafa winning this one by knockout. I switched my pick. I am siding with Andy O here, and gonna go with Taliesin Teixeira here in this one.
There you go.
I thought about it here, and I'm like, you know what, man? Look at the size of this guy. It's going to be hard for Justin Taffet to, first of all, get in close to land those powerful punches that he does. It's going to be hard for him to be punching the head of Teixeira. Just think about it. He's going to have to punch upwards at a pretty high reach to be able to land flush a punch to the chin of Taliesin Teixeira. Just to hit his head is a problem, man. He's gonna have to step on a stool just to punch him in the head. I mean, look at this. Look at the fucking height difference. It's insane. Like, I can't see Tafa landing punches on his face. I think he's gonna, when he does throw punches, it's gonna hit him at best the top of the bottom of the top of his chest. Like, I can't see him fucking landing flush on the head. And I also heard that Teixeira does have grappling. So upon further research, found out that Taliesin Teixeira can grapple. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm switching picks, man. This guy can grapple. He's going to take down.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Take down Justin Tafa to the ground, man.
He should try, but I don't know. He should try.
A submission win, though. This Taliesin Teixeira guy, he has a sub. It was an armbar a while back.
Yeah, but that could also mean because someone took him down and he got an armbar from the bottom.
Quite possible, but I do hear that he does have some grappling. Like, I couldn't find any fights to actually watch this guy, but
probably a cereal box black belt.
Except for the Contender Series, where he did very well and knocked out Arthur Lopez in that Dana White's Contender Series. That one I saw, but I couldn't see any other fights. But that fight, he stayed on the feet. But I do think that.
No, I saw other fights too. He stayed on the feet.
He can mix in a takedown. And if he gets Justin Tafa to the ground and uses some grappling there, he is Brazilian. He's got Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills. I don't know what belt he's in, but he definitely has some Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills. But I'm sure if he takes down Justin Tafa, it's game over. Ground and pound, maybe even go for a submission. Who knows? But I am definitely switching my pick after seeing this size difference here. I liked Taliesin Teixeira to win here. I got him winning by KO or submission. I think he finishes Justin Tafa. There's no way this fight goes the distance. I think he finishes Justin Tafa or Justin Tafa finishes him. So it's going to be one or the other. Anyways, that's it. I switched my pick, going with Teixeira. All right. So now we are in agreement with every fight so far in the main card. Let's move on up to the next fight. We got Weili Zhang versus Tatiana Suarez. Still sticking with Tatiana Suarez here. I love looking at this photo here. You can see Tatiana Suarez is a little bit taller than Weili Zhang. I was happy to see that. She's a little bit taller than her. But Weili Zhang is more muscular. She does have a little bit more muscle, and she's more ripped than Tatiana Suarez. Tatiana Suarez is in good shape too. She's got muscles too. She's like in good shape, but just Weili Zhang is just a little bit more ripped and a little bit more muscular than her. But like I said, love the grappling advantage for Tatiana Suarez. Love the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu. Her submission skills are at a high level. And of course, I like Tatiana Suarez winning this one by submission or decision.
Yeah, the grappling is going to make the difference here. I think it's even going to open up her striking to catch Zhang a couple times, I feel, the longer it goes. There's always that risk because she's never been in a 5-round fight, but I'm willing to take that chance. I think the grappling is going to be too much, and I think it's just her top control and her power is going to keep Zhang down there, get her tired. Zhang's going to try and fight out of these things, so she's going to waste some energy too. So yeah, give me Tatiana Suarez by decision or sub.
And new, man. I think it's going to be an new UFC.
10 years in the making, man. The 10-year prospect, finally.
Yeah, man. She deserves the win, man. I think it's going to be new UFC Strawweight Championship. Tatiana Suarez, I think she gets the job done here. All right. So we're in agreement with all of the fights of the main card. Let's get to the last fight. If you haven't already, guys, like and subscribe, please, for the channel. Leave some comments also for the algorithm.
Yeah, like and subscribe. And also, I hope you guys got Tatiana Suarez as a dog. because she's
I
not talking anymore.
What was funny is when we were talking on the early predictions, I said I was gonna as soon as I went to right after we did the show, as soon as I went to go pick her, she became an even odds. I was like, oh,
There you go.
lost the dog value on Suarez there. But we'll talk about the betting. I'll let you guys know what I did. All right, so Andio, who you got here?
Yeah. I'm sticking with Dricus Duplessis here. I think both these guys look bigger in this fight. I think Strickland put on a little weight to potentially try to stop getting taken down as many times. As I said before, man, the best thing about Sean Strickland's ground game is his ability to get back up that many times. Can't take that away from him. But he's also a very simple fighter, a very technical fighter in his own zone. And my basic worry for Dricus is to allow Sean to get into that rhythm and get frustrated because he can't hit him. So my suggestion is come aggressive, come with power and a lot of body shots, man. I say that a lot, but it's true, man. Sean is very hard to hit, especially up top. Work the body and those hook shots. Those hook shots will get around that guard he has up around his face, and when he's trying to move back his head. Dricus throws that with his quote unquote sloppy style. He does wing those hooks from time to time, and they have power. If you notice in the last fight where Strickland claimed that he got headbutted, and it's because of that little cut that he lost there, that was actually a hook punch by Dricus that cut him open on the side of the eye. It wasn't a headbutt, and if he does that again, maybe a couple more times, it's going to make Sean bleed a little more. So, yeah, give me Dricus by... You know what? Give me Dricus by finish.
Nice, man. Nice one there. I'm in agreement. So we are in agreement with all of the fights in the main card. I love it.
There you go.
We disagreed on a couple in the prelims, but hey, we agreed on all of them now that I switched the pick here in the main card. So I'm definitely going for Dricus Duplessis, man. DDP all the way. I like how Sean Strickland came out with his Crocodile Dundee hat there to try to please the Australian fans with that Crocodile Dundee hat.
If I'm not wrong, I think he wore that before in the area.
Maybe, but I know he's trying to please the fans there. But Dricus Duplessis is the pick, man. He's so much more muscular, so much more ripped, and so much in better shape than Sean Strickland. Now, Sean Strickland, he's the same usual shape there. He doesn't look like a guy who's out of shape, but he's just not as muscular and ripped like Dricus Duplessis there. And of course, Duplessis, man, with his ground game. He's got that extra skill that Sean Strickland just doesn't use or even have. I don't even know people keep saying that Sean Strickland can grapple. Yeah, he can grapple and wrestle. When have we seen this happen? I've never seen it happen. So I cannot trust that at all. I know that Dricus Duplessis has the skills. We've seen him get submissions. We've seen him grapple. We've seen him wrestle. He's got great takedowns. And I like the fact that he's got that advantage over Sean Strickland. I think he wins by finish, KO submission as well. And
not that Strickland isn't a dog, but man, Dricus is a dog. So
he goes
that's also going to get him through.
He's relentless when he goes out there. He fights for your money. He fights hardcore, and I like that he advances and shows pressure as well as Sean Strickland likes to advance and cause pressure. But Dricus Duplessis does it more, and he'll have him backing up in this fight. So Dricus Duplessis it is, and still. So there you have it, folks. Our final predictions, thoughts, and face-offs for the main card. Stay tuned. Coming up next is our official bets video. Coming up next. Peace out, folks. KAMMA.